Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a book that's as bold, brash, and unapologetically honest as its author, How to Get Rich by Felix Dennis. This isn't your typical personal finance book filled with dry advice and cookie-cutter strategies. Instead, it's a raw, unfiltered, and often controversial guide to building wealth, written by a self-made millionaire who pulled himself up from nothing to become one of the wealthiest men in the UK. Felix Dennis, the founder of Maxim magazine and a publishing mogul, doesn't sugarcoat the realities of getting rich. He's brutally honest about the sacrifices, risks, and mindset required to achieve extraordinary wealth. Whether you're dreaming of financial freedom or aiming to build an empire, this book offers a no-holds-barred look at what it really takes to get rich. So, grab a notebook, sit back, and let's explore the key ideas, lessons, and takeaways from this provocative and inspiring book. Overview of the book. How to Get Rich is part memoir, part manifesto, and part practical guide. Felix Dennis shares his personal journey from a broke, struggling musician to a publishing tycoon worth hundreds of millions. The book is structured around his hard-earned lessons, delivered in a conversational, often humorous, and always candid tone. Here's a breakdown of the book's core sections. 1. The mindset of wealth. Dennis dives into the psychological and emotional traits required to build wealth, including obsession, resilience, and a willingness to take risks. 2. The importance of ownership. He emphasizes the critical role of owning assets, particularly businesses, as the primary path to wealth. 3. The art of risk-taking. Dennis shares his philosophy on calculated risks and why playing it safe rarely leads to riches. 4. The role of luck and timing. He acknowledges the role of luck in success, but argues that preparation and persistence are what allow you to capitalize on it. 5. The sacrifices of wealth. Dennis doesn't shy away from discussing the personal costs of chasing wealth, including strained relationships and missed opportunities for a normal life. 6. Practical advice for entrepreneurs. He offers actionable tips for starting and scaling a business, from hiring the right people to managing cash flow. 7. The downside of wealth. Dennis reflects on the loneliness, scrutiny, and responsibilities that come with being rich. Through a mix of personal anecdotes, blunt advice, and philosophical musings, Dennis provides a comprehensive and unconventional guide to achieving wealth. Key themes and lessons. Let's break down the core lessons and themes from How to Get Rich. These are the ideas that have resonated with readers and made this book a standout in the crowded field of wealth-building literature. 1. The obsession with wealth. One of the most striking themes in the book is the idea that getting rich requires an almost obsessive focus. Dennis argues that wealth doesn't come to those who dabble or treat it as a side project. Instead, it demands relentless dedication and a single-minded pursuit of your goals. Example. Dennis shares how he worked tirelessly to build his publishing empire, often putting in 18-hour days and sacrificing personal relationships. He admits that his obsession with wealth came at a cost, but he believes it was necessary to achieve his goals. The takeaway: if you want to get rich, you need to be all in. Half-hearted efforts won't cut it. Be prepared to prioritize your goals above almost everything else. 2. Ownership is key. Dennis repeatedly emphasizes the importance of ownership as the primary path to wealth. He argues that working for someone else will rarely make you rich, no matter how high your salary is. True wealth comes from owning assets, particularly businesses. Example. Dennis built his fortune by owning and growing his publishing company. He didn't just invest in stocks or real estate. He created and controlled a business that generated significant cash flow. The lesson: focus on building or acquiring assets that you own and control. Whether it's a business, intellectual property, or real estate, ownership is the foundation of wealth. 3. Embrace risk. Dennis is a firm believer in taking calculated risks. He argues that playing it safe might keep you comfortable, but it won't make you rich. Wealth often comes from bold moves and unconventional decisions. Example. Dennis took massive risks in his career, including borrowing heavily to launch new magazines and expanding into untested markets. Some of these ventures failed, but the ones that succeeded made him incredibly wealthy. The takeaway: Don't be afraid to take risks, but make sure they're calculated. Understand the potential downsides and have a plan for managing them. 4. Luck and timing matter. While Dennis acknowledges the role of hard work and persistence, he also stresses the importance of luck and timing. He believes that success often depends on being in the right place at the right time and being prepared to seize the opportunity. Example: Dennis credits some of his success to being in the publishing industry during a period of rapid growth and change. He was able to capitalize on emerging trends because he was already deeply involved in the business. The lesson: you can't control luck, but you can position yourself to take advantage of it. Stay informed, stay prepared, and be ready to act when opportunities arise. 5. The sacrifices of wealth. Dennis is brutally honest about the personal costs of chasing wealth. He admits that his relentless focus on building his empire strained his relationships and left little time for a normal life. Example: Dennis shares stories of missed family events, broken relationships, and the loneliness that often accompanies extreme success. He doesn't regret his choices, but wants readers to understand the trade-offs. The takeaway: wealth often comes at a cost. Be honest with yourself about what you're willing to sacrifice and what you're not. 6. The importance of cash flow. Dennis emphasizes the importance of cash flow in building and maintaining wealth. He argues that profitability and liquidity are far more important than vanity metrics like revenue or market share. Example: Dennis shares how he focused on building businesses that generated consistent cash flow, even if they weren't the most glamorous or high-profile ventures. This approach allowed him to weather economic downturns and reinvest in growth. The lesson: focus on building businesses or investments that generate steady cash flow. Profitability and liquidity are the lifeblood of wealth. 7. Hire the right people. Dennis believes that hiring the right people is one of the most important decisions a business owner can make. He argues that your team can make or break your success. Example: Dennis shares how he surrounded himself with talented, loyal, and hardworking individuals who shared his vision. He also emphasizes the importance of firing quickly when someone isn't a good fit. The takeaway: invest time and resources in building a strong team. Hire people who are smarter than you in their areas of expertise and who share your commitment to success. 8. The downside of wealth. Dennis doesn't romanticize wealth. He openly discusses the challenges that come with being rich, including the loss of privacy, the burden of responsibility, and the difficulty of trusting others. Example: Dennis shares how his wealth made him a target for lawsuits, scams, and unwanted attention. He also reflects on the loneliness that can come with being at the top. The lesson: wealth isn't a cure-all. Be prepared for the challenges that come with success, and don't expect it to solve all your problems. 9. The role of persistence. Dennis believes that persistence is one of the most important traits for achieving wealth. He argues that success rarely comes quickly or easily, and that most people give up too soon. Example: Dennis shares how he faced numerous failures and setbacks in his career, including failed business ventures and legal battles. But he never gave up, and his persistence ultimately paid off. The takeaway: don't give up at the first sign of failure. Keep pushing forward, even when the going gets tough. 10. The importance of giving back. Despite his reputation as a ruthless businessman, Dennis also emphasizes the importance of giving back. He believes that wealth comes with the responsibility to help others and make a positive impact. Example: Dennis became a philanthropist later in life, donating millions to environmental causes and the arts. He argues that giving back is not only a moral obligation but also a source of personal fulfillment. The lesson: use your wealth to make a positive impact in the world. Giving back is not only good for others, it's good for your soul. Actionable takeaways. Now that we've covered the key lessons, let's talk about how you can apply these principles in your own life. Here are some actionable steps inspired by How to Get Rich. 1. Develop an obsessive focus. Identify your goals and commit to them fully. Be prepared to make sacrifices and prioritize your ambitions above distractions. 2. Own your path. Focus on building or acquiring assets that you own and control. Whether it's a business, intellectual property, or real estate, ownership is the key to wealth. 3. Take calculated risks. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Take bold, calculated risks that have the potential to yield significant rewards. 4. Position yourself for luck. Stay informed, stay prepared, and be ready to seize opportunities when they arise. Luck favors the prepared. 5. Understand the trade-offs. Be honest with yourself about the sacrifices required to achieve wealth. Make sure you're willing to pay the price. 6. Focus on cash flow. Build businesses or investments that generate steady cash flow. Profitability and liquidity are the foundations of wealth. 7. Build a strong team. Surround yourself with talented, loyal, and hardworking individuals who share your vision. Hire smart and fire quickly when necessary. 8. Prepare for the challenges of wealth. Understand that wealth comes with its own set of challenges. Be prepared for the responsibilities and scrutiny that come with success. 9. Be persistent. Don't give up at the first sign of failure. Keep pushing forward, even when the going gets tough. 10. Give back. Use your wealth to make a positive impact in the world. Giving back is not only a moral obligation, but also a source of personal fulfillment. Criticisms and controversies. While How to Get Rich has been widely praised for its honesty and practicality, it's not without its critics. Some argue that Dennis's approach is too focused on wealth at the expense of personal well-being. His emphasis on obsession and sacrifice may not resonate with everyone, particularly those who value work-life balance. Additionally, Dennis's brash and sometimes arrogant tone can be off-putting to some readers. He doesn't shy away from boasting about his success or dismissing those who don't share his ambition. However, the book's strength lies in its unflinching honesty and unconventional advice. Dennis doesn't claim to have all the answers, but he offers a unique perspective on what it takes to achieve extraordinary wealth. Conclusion: How to Get Rich is a must-read for anyone who's serious about building wealth and willing to embrace the sacrifices and risks that come with it. Felix Dennis's no-nonsense, often controversial advice provides a refreshing alternative to the typical personal finance book. Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur, a seasoned business owner, or simply someone who dreams of financial freedom, this book offers valuable insights and strategies to help you achieve your goals. If you found this summary helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more book summaries and personal finance tips. Let me know in the comments what your biggest takeaway from How to Get Rich is, or if there's another book you'd like me to cover next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.